Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is Steel Division 2, episode number 37. Continue on here with the third campaign. Much smaller map, different atmosphere this time, but you really have to fight tooth and nail for every little bit of territory. Now, we've had our breakthrough here, and I have a chance to add to that breakthrough in this sector. And here's my thought. So this 2nd Battalion's 603rd, well, they are at partial strength. This is not a full strength squad at all. Looks like they have one anti-tank rifle team remaining, but I'm not coming at them with tanks. They do still have 2 Pak 36s. They've got a number of machine gun teams left, especially with 5 here. So they still have 8 machine gun teams left. They've got a few mortars. But their infantry is depleted significantly. They've got, 25 units left and a few recon squads. So this is not the strongest group. This group, the security regiment, well, they're pretty inferior in comparison. However, there's still a number of troops here. I mean, this is a full strength group. What I would be attacking with, not exactly my elite. I have 9 assault squads. Make that 18. And a bunch of mortars. We do have some smart light artillery, but not the most effective group. Now, here's the thing. If we attack, we have that 20th Rifle Regiment available right away. Their reserves are coming. I wouldn't be able to call on anyone until Phase C. Plus, they could still call on another group on Phase C if they wanted to. And this group I could easily cut off in the near future. So I don't think we're ready to take this group on this turn. Next turn, absolutely. But I think we need one more. Now here's my option that I still need to make a decision on. So if I try to continue the push and essentially cut this group off, if I get to here, I might do it. But there might still be a thin layer here. Not enough room necessarily for them to get out of the way, but them not necessarily behind the lines. And they could potentially attack this group. But you know what? Let's take that risk. So we're going to go ahead and move up there. Oh, it worked. It worked. They're cut off. Okay. Nice. I was not sure that was actually going to succeed. Now, let's get this group up into the gap. I'm going to keep these partisans right on the bridge. They're not going to be able to push by anyway, but just in case, you know. Okay, so we have definitely created a bubble, a pocket here. They've got 2 units behind enemy lines now. Running out of supplies. I do have this 1 rifle regiment that could clean up. Or actually the partisans would probably be better for that task. I do have my own. Is that mine? Yes. So these guys are still cut off behind enemy lines, but they're sitting tight. They're not going anywhere. They can't claim anything, but they can kind of work as scouts for me. But for the meantime, I'm just keeping them back there in reserve. They're at least letting me know that this little section of forest is clear. So isolating these 2 will be useful. We're in a better position to launch an attack next time. And I'd rather launch an attack against the security regiment than the actual full battalion, even though they are somewhat diminished. And we have a gap. We have an opening. So it's possible that we're going to be able to push right on through and go along this rail line towards Marina Gorka in the near future without having to further engage all these units if we can open that up. They don't have a lot of units to defend the line, so at some point things have to open for us. slightly. We still have this motorized rifle brigade going up here to first try to cut off these units and then try to turn inland. They only have a few around here, so it's our light partisans that, again, can't move the line versus, well, not much better for them. These two continue to hold down the fort in the north. We've successfully surrounded Bobruisk now. I would love to attack this group because these guys are all dug in. For some reason, even though there are units right there, doesn't want to allow me to do so. So that group, for now, is safe. But I've got to get this push into Bobruisk if we're going to take it. At this point, it's a target I'd like to claim. So this group, 100% strength, so yes, I think we can afford to make a move towards Bobruisk. Okay, let's move them into the pocket so we have some support. And let's see, do we have support that, yes, can come up and replace them, so let's also move you into that pocket. Now, if these guys are dumb enough to come out of their dug-in positions and try to hit a gap somewhere, by all means, let them, because we'll just close one circle right around them, no problem. But this entire group, I think, is going to be heading straight for Bobruisk to support taking that. Now, I don't necessarily want to engage these four at all. No reason for it. If we can, we go straight to the heart of the matter, where these guys aren't and can't dig in. Now, there's an opportunity to cut these three off by coming through here, maybe. But we don't have the action points necessary except for those units that are already dug in. Oh, we absolutely can. That's risky. But could really pay off, couldn't it? I want to go up here so we actually complete the move. Ooh, and it worked! It worked! These guys, by all means, if they want to continue this way, they can. I want to cut them off. So we're going to go to the forest right there. And just like that, that group is encircled. Let's pull these guys back to the forest over here so it will at least surround them. Nice. Okay. That was somewhat unexpected. And now we have pressure on Bobruisk from two sides, with pressure coming from this side, and this side well protected. These are better units that have come up. So these guys aren't necessarily going anywhere. So I think we can make a move to encircle from here, or just start assaulting Bobruisk and then kind of see what happens with these units if they pull back, if they try to break out, or what they attempt to do for themselves. But without an engagement, we just put some serious pressure on these units that are now starved for supplies, and if they try to attack back, they're certainly going to hurt themselves, and if they call in any of these units, again, they're going to have damage inflicted upon themselves in doing so. I do have my support here, but speaking of, let's use the fighters over this area. Yeah, right there. Deny the airspace, just in case they try something. I'm less worried about these guys trying something. We can handle that pretty easily. Okay, so I think we're looking good for this turn. We are. Again, I'd like to engage this, but it's not letting me engage the one that I prefer to attack. I don't want to go after the ones that are dug in. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, not zoom in all the way. There you go. Okay, one group trying to move back to the lines there. And no counterattack. Turn done. These guys are very light on supply now. This group almost made it back to their front lines. That security battalion. Can I do something with them? They would have support. In fact, they'd have support immediately. Okay, it's just action points for successive supply shortages. So they're not necessarily a big deal. These guys, on the other hand, almost out of supply. Not yet, though. Pocket's still there. So it looks like we can just go right on around. These guys dug in instead of tried to engage. So that means we can pull this group up to here. And that'll reestablish that line. And with the partisans, we've got that support. These guys are in tow, on the way. Help is on the way, dear. Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams, I miss you. If you've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire, you're obviously way too young. Alright, plenty of support on the way. We do have 35 points to use to call on reserves, by the way. We still have this tank brigade. They can get right to where those partisans are. And these partisans, I think I'd rather get them off the immediate front line. And maybe, just maybe, that'll cut this security battalion off to where they can't go through and get back with their lines anyway. And you can't go any further because they're there. They are there. Okay, well, why don't you move forward? We'll let the security battalion handle that one. If they beat them, so what, right? What difference does it make? We want to make a breakout, so we are going to be aggressive, even though that pulls us out of the woods. We still want to establish the front line, though, so tank brigades go into there. These guys are going to hold this position, or do you want to take to the road? That's, no, that's too easy to get yourself cut off, and there's no support. That would be stupid. We could be stupid. We certainly could be. We all know there's plenty of people that apparently like being stupid in this world. Alright, well, here is that breakthrough. And next time, they might be able to take off right for Marina Gorka. Not saying that it's unguarded, but it certainly could be. But there's our move in the west. Now in the north. Come on up. Let's get you out here in the woods. At least if you're attacked, you're a little bit better off. Now this, we want to actually, let's continue to the north here. Your job is done to the south. connect this road up here in just a moment. These partisans could then kind of close in on the position over here. Can we attack them yet? Ooh, we can. And there's your ABC, and there's an AAB. So let's maybe go for this one. This is just destroy and delay type action. And these guys not being the primary defenders shouldn't necessarily make this group dug in. Yeah, so they're deployed. And they're motorized. And they're at 100%. Got plenty of anti-tank, but what are we coming in with? It's a lot of infantry. I mean, that's, what, 64 units of infantry, something like that. This is a depleted group, somewhat. That is definitely not full strength. But we do, oh yeah, we do have strong artillery support. And a tank brigade. Yes, okay, yes please. Ooh, and they're available phase A, so I like it, let's do it. Just the local units. And we don't want to overcommit. We do not want to overcommit on this one. Maybe I don't use the tank brigade and we use one of the bombers instead. Before we do that then, let me see. Cancel. I have one bomber unit that's depleted and it's not this one. It's that one. They're getting down to a limited number of units. So we'll use the one that's not depleted. Or should it be the other way around? It should be the other way around. That'll give me 3 all at once, and then I'll still have my strong unit for some other engagement. Because this battle doesn't matter so much. This is about trying to destroy those units as effectively as I can without ceding any ground myself. So it's a battle I'd like to win without necessarily anything happening, because they have nowhere to retreat. They're cut off by the river. That's their line. They can't come back down this road into Bobruisk now that this rifle battalion has cut that retreat off. Okay, back into this. So that's our main unit. But that one and this one, that's all phase A, immediately available. There's our B and C, their supports. So we can inflict a lot of pain onto this group early, because we're going to have a lot more resources initially. That is the plan. That's the thought. I will control all of it. It's nice to finally get into a battle. We're 18 minutes into the episode, and we've had most of 2 turns of tactical movement, and the enemy's turn of tactical movement. And we finally get into an engagement. Okay, this is a map we've been on plenty of times. So we start with those 60 points, much more than they're going to start with. Let's make sure that that's what they call... Oh, they called in a fighter wing. They called in a fighter wing. So the bombers, they are now here for moral support. The unfortunate thing is those fighters, well, hopefully they waste some points on them. But that does mean that they have 40 points instead of 20. But at the same time, it means they have less defensive might. Yeah, the same with me. That bomber regiment now is just here for points. I don't necessarily want to call on them at all. So let's get the Motorized Rifle Battalion on the go here. That's recon squads. We have 3. Okay, a couple heavy machine guns. We'll get 1 to the west. We'll get 1 to the east. And then we have assault squads. And we have quite a few of those. 2 there. We'll take 2 here. Okay. And 3 there. Take a leader there. That's that entire group called out. We're going to save those other machine guns, and these are regular rifle squads now. So we'll get a couple here and 1 there for now. Let's get another leader out here. Anti-aircraft guns. I like that. We don't need to call on them immediately, though. Anti-tank. No, they don't have tank support. Mortars are going to be helpful, though. I don't want to call them out in the first place, though. We'll call them out second, early on in the battle, so that I don't accidentally get them killed right off the bat. Okay, more assault engineers, but here's the armored group. There's the artillery. We'll start over here. We'll head straight down this road and then across and up. Okay, there's 7. Where do we want to go with this group? Do we want to head down the heart or on the flank? We'll go down the middle. Okay, 2 leader. Oh, wait. Cut back 1 of those leaders. Put 1 out here with the other group. Makes more sense. There we go. That's all our points. We're gonna get 9 per turn. Launch battle. Okay, you guys. Fast track to the bridge. You guys are going to fast track to here. This group's going to fast track to that intersection, and this smaller group on the flank, which is much smaller than what I had intended. Mostly we're just going to try to hold this bridge instead of advance with this group because we have a lot more at center than we have out on that flank. Speed things up initially. Okay, there's our first sightings. All ready. Got the church. There's the leader. Okay. Getting all these guys out here into the woods. That's a mounted scout. Let's get you into the partial protection over here. Let's bring you over here. And here come our tanks already. You guys keep on pushing up towards that intersection. You guys all unload. Let's take the infantry. Be over here. Where's the other vehicle? There it is. Okay, get them back there in that protected position, and that's just about everybody on that side. Now, what about over here? Let's unload and move everyone forward. Take that guy out, come on. I didn't lose any units, but we've taken some damage already. There we go. Think we got him? We did. Tracks are broken on one of them, though. The good news is they'll cover this area. Okay, here comes our first air. It's just fighters. I do have 18 points already available. I want you guys to all move into those woods, and you're going to move up to there. As we're already covering this flank, you guys keep on moving. Take that position. Take this whole group up to these woods. These guys are going to just hold this area down by themselves. I want the vehicles up on top of the hill. And then you guys start moving forward. I need to use some points though. What can we do here? We do have some anti-aircraft, right? Let's get the first one here, and we'll get one over here. Save the other one for now. Mortar teams, let's get one out here. We'll get one over here, and we'll bring one out here. There we go. See, these guys have pushed too far now. But that'll change in a second. Come on, guys. How long does it take to destroy a gun? 6 on 1, 7 on 1. There you go. This is where I need that extra support. Take him out. You guys are going to take him out, and then you can deal with the other one. Okay, that's the anti-aircraft. That's the scout. Let's bring you across to a better position here. You'll unload here in a minute. Right there. You guys get over there and help with that. Just took out a machine gun at this position. You guys lost that much? There's only 4 left. About 3. Crew killed, tracks broken, transmission destroyed. There was a repair option. You know, a few minutes go by. and they get back to working order. Really? Guys are suffering that badly? Oh, it's assault squads. That's my problem. Is we don't have the range that they have. Come help take these guys out. Let's go to a better position here. Continue our move into here. Just out of range. Whoa, hello. That's not just a couple units. Well, there's a couple leaders. Okay, they came out pretty strongly on this flank. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Alright. Clear so far, so let's go ahead and advance here. Looks like we claimed this territory, so you guys can all advance up to here. Now let's get you to advance here. And you guys can now advance, take that next position. We do have the advantage now. Those three are holding down that flank. I have lots of points. What can we do? 2 leaders. Well, let's get one to join them. And we'll get one to join them. And maybe it's time to call on some bombers. Send them all at once. We're not likely to take too much damage. Get that line of sight. Come on. There we go. That guy's down. Now we finally are claiming the middle. Not necessarily. Line hasn't moved yet. Apparently there's still a unit around here somewhere. Well, this is a scout, but... So if that unit had died, it would have pulled back those lines for sure. Or if it was the last unit anyway. There you go, take them out. Take out another one too. Got him. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. Continue your advance. You guys continue your advance. And yours. And yours. Just expand that front a little bit. It's all scouts, so they're going to need some help to move those front lines. I don't want to risk them. Let's come across over here and see what we can do. And let's get you up here onto the hilltop. Maybe we'll just push this leader through here so we have a little armored support. Aha! There they are! Fall back. Take him out. Take him out. One's going down pretty quick. They're down to 2. The other unit, though, we have not touched them so far. Ah, we got too close to that other unit. Okay, one's destroyed. Don't get too close. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, we just lost this guy, but these guys are still here. There we go, that unit's destroyed. That's going to open this up. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Ooh, hello. Yeah, take those guys out. Let's get right on this hilltop to where we can see. And then just wreak havoc on these guys. There we go, got them. Don't want to get too close. Go ahead, come on over. I know I lost this flank, but it really doesn't matter because we're actually still holding the point, the objective there. You know what? No, you hold, because I think you might be the reason why we're holding that. I don't need to advance necessarily, just cautiously wreaking havoc on them right now. Again, cautiously, because I know there's 3 units right there I'd love to take down. You guys move on ahead. Alright, where's the enemy? Let's find him. Ooh, I lost 2. Give him some support. Take him out. Take him out. Not sure what happened to my anti-aircraft. Did it all get destroyed? Wow, well, one of them's over here, isn't it? One of these guys is technically anti-air. By the way, I do have bomber support if I need it somewhere, sometime. Let's get them all ready so that I could attack all at once before time is up. And there's 20 seconds. So this would be the perfect time to go. Watch this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all I have sight of right now? It is. Okay, pause again. Make sure it's this one selected. 6, 7, 8. It's only 7 seconds. There's not going to be anything else they could do. But if I could drop the bomb just in time... Nope, time's up. Almost. Got the victory, though. Took 15 objectives. And it was 24-19 on the kills. It's ultimately what I wanted. We took out their Pack 38s. Machine gun. The rest was all infantry. In terms of losses, we did lose a few of those artillery guns, artillery tanks, and 2 machine guns. So not the greatest in terms of losses compared to them, but we did inflict the pretty heavy damage upon that group and got the victory without taking considerable losses. So now we'll see what that does to them, though. Okay, there's the group that supported, so they came out of their dug-in position. Okay, there's the pullback. Moves that front line in a little bit further. It actually puts them behind the lines right now so they could be overrun. And we would be able to attack this one. Ooh, we could attack them now. Oh, interesting. Interesting, because they are desperately weakened. At 75%, what do they have? 1 recon squad, 1 mortar, 1 anti-tank, 3 machine guns. That's still 16 rifle squads and 6. We have 2 rifle squads, 11 rifle squads, 2 machine guns, and another anti-tank team. That's actually still a pretty dang strong unit. And this group would be able to help right away, but I don't have the support with this tank brigade. We'd be attacking solo, maybe with the bomber. Not a big fan of that one on this turn, so they don't have any action points, so they can't turn right around and dig in. So we can attack them at the beginning of next turn. Now what we do have here is a situation where I think I could just about get these guys cut off. Can we do it? There we go. Okay, they're cut off. You've had too much to drink. You are cut off. No? Not a fan of that one, are we? Alright, let's go ahead and call you up. Beautiful. Okay, so now their whole northern end, both northwest and northeast, have been cut off. And now we are right in on Bobrusk. Actually, still have a couple units with some action points, but it's not time to do anything just yet on that. But let's see, what could we do if we were to attack? They'd be available immediately, and they would suffer. And with the groups behind them, I don't want to go down that route just yet. These guys get somebody that's dug in case they attack. We could actually now push in a little further. We're not even in the woods here, so maybe I should push in here. Is that in the woods? Now it is, and we can dig in. Okay, so if they try to counter, well, we've got them covered, because these guys, something's got to give for them. I don't mind trying to go around you now. They're dug in, they'll stay in, they'll cover that front. Come around to here. Partisans, you're just fine right where you're at. We need to support these guys. So let's get you around here. And we need to avoid the breakout. Ah, there you go, right there. Alright, hey, that's a big move, because we've now cut off all of this. These guys haven't quite lost their supply, though they should next turn. So we've cut this off. We've cut this off. We're in surrounding Bobrusk now. And we can start in, maybe next turn, on the actual attack sequences to take out those 4 units and claim Bobrusk. We've made our breakthrough here, and we're starting to push towards Marina Gorka. It's looking good. It is definitely looking good. Now, here's the thing, though. We still have some action reserve points to use. I don't think I need anything else, 9th Tank. What do they have left? Just reserves. 37th Rifle, reserves. 1st Guard Tank, reserves. Well, let's get your reserves in here then. And let's join the party. Looks like we might need a little bit of reserve here to get Bobrusk. And it's so much easier to go around this way anyway. So there you go. I think I have enough push in this way. We've got the support. Bring these guys, 1 or 2 of them up through the middle, or all 3 of them over here. Still have some points left, but we'll save that. Or 37th Rifle, 20 points. Might as well, right? No. You know what? No. We're going to save that. I'm hoping that these guys will try to pull back or something. If they do, and they concede that, then 37th Rifle, that'll become the deployment spot. So we'll save those last reserves. That's going to do it for this episode. A lot of progress has been made. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.